Hello and welcome to Conquering Alba, where we take you to the historical places that help make Scotland what it is today. Today we are in the village of Aberdour as we visit Aberdour Castle and Gardens. Aberdour was originally built as a fortified residence in the 1100s, making it one of the oldest stone castles in Scotland. The castle and its gardens was once the luxurious Renaissance home and pleasure gardens of Regent Morton, who at the time was one of Scotland's most powerful men. Regent Morton, best known as James Douglas, 4th Earl of Morton, was a Scottish nobleman. He played a leading role in the murders of Queen Mary's confidant David Rizzio and King Henry Darnley. He was one of the last of the four regents of Scotland during the minority of James VI and I. He was in some ways the most successful of the four, since he won the civil war that had been dragging on with the supporters of the exiled Mary Queen of Scots. However, he came to an unfortunate end, executed by the means of the Maiden, a predecessor of the guillotine. It was during the time of Regent Morton that the walled garden took shape. Intended as a pleasure garden, the lawn was a bowling green and the garden a place to sit and drink tea. It fell into disrepair and by the 20th century wartime housed a piggery. More recently, gardeners have been bringing the borders back to life with a year-round colour. In autumn, a Virginia creeper on the wall adjoining to St Flinian's churchyard turns a beautiful crimson colour. The west-facing bed in the walled garden sways with grasses turning red and golden, while fennels, form giant heads nodding in the breeze. Beside Aberdour Castle is St Finnan's Church. St Finnan's Church is one of the finest examples of simple Norman architecture in Scotland. To the south it overlooks Aberdour Harbour, north and west it is sheltered by the high walls of Aberdour Castle Garden, and to the east what was the castle garden kitchen. As early as 1390, St Finan is mentioned as the patron saint of the church. This year, in 2023, St Finan's Church is celebrating its 900th year, making it one of the oldest churches in Scotland. Initially, St Finnan's consisted simply of a nave and the chancel, lit by a deep splayed windows, and remains much as it was in the 12th century. Sockets for the rood screen can still be seen. The dedication to St Finan probably came about through the influence of Robert the Bruce, who gave Aberdour to his close friend and supporter Thomas Randolph, Earl of Moray. St Finan was the king's favourite saint and is credited with helping the Scots win the Battle of Bannockburn in 1314. In the 15th century, the church was enlarged by the addition of the south aisle. This involved an arcade supported by 3 pseudo-Norman pillars and lowering the floor to its present level. Before the Protestant Reformation in 1560 and the huge changes it brought, information about St Finan's Church is scant. During the 16th century, the gable walls were raised and the pitch made steeper. The large Gothic windows inserted and possibly the present porch entrance added. The belfry is dated from 1588. The original bell, when being recast, and was replaced in 1926 with the bell from the ruined St Bridget's Kirk at Dalgety. In the 17th century, the small aisle, where the organ is now located, was reconstructed. The altar in the chancel was replaced by a simple table for Holy Communion. A pulpit from which the minister could expound the word was placed centrally on the side wall. Regent Morton constructed a gallery for his family where the organ pipes are now located. In the 18th century, Earl of Morton was planning to relocate the church, which was in very poor condition. It is said that his mother also supported the idea, as she did not want the parishioners coming so near the castle. Whatever the reason, the old church was finally closed in 1790, by which time Morton and the other heritors of the parish had paid for the building of a new church in Wester Aberdour. The building that today is the church hall.